guys, Lisa Shiro coming to you today from K Counseling and Anxiety Treatment. And I am a mental health professional. I treat anxiety disorders primarily, along with OCD and PTSD. And I'm here in beautiful Boise, Idaho. I get to help people who feel stuck say no to that inner critic and yes to their inner rock star. Today I'm going to talk about boundaries, right? Such a big buzzword. And it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And so I wanted just to talk today about what can you do? What can you do as someone who cares for people? So if you are somebody who is a nurse, maybe a counselor, maybe a teacher, maybe someone that people come to for advice, people tend to trust you, you have that thing about you, that je ne sais quoi. I just like to say that phrase because it sounds so perfectly French. But are you that person who people say, gosh, there's just something about you, I feel like I can just trust you or tell you anything? So if you're one of those people, you're going to love this message today. When we're thinking about boundaries, I'm the queen of simple. I like simple because we can remember simple. So here's what I want to offer today to you. I want you to begin to think about boundaries as teaching people how to treat you. I'll say it again. Teaching people how to treat you. Can you teach people how to treat you? Absolutely. Doesn't matter if it's at work, at home, as a parent, out in public, in Target. It doesn't matter. You can teach people how to treat you. In other words, what are you willing to allow? If you're somebody who is being abused verbally, or God forbid, physically or sexually, and you don't do anything about it, that's kind of the green light for that person to keep on accosting you in that way. And please get help if that's what's going on. People don't get to abuse you or touch you against your will. They just don't get to do that. And if they are, you have every right to remove yourself from that situation. And in extreme cases, sometimes it involves the police. But in most cases, it's simply a matter of asking somebody to leave, or removing yourself from the situation, or laying down the law with a ground rule. I was discussing ground rules with a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how sometimes there just needs to be some good ground rules in relationships. And what we know about ground rules is a couple of things. Number one, they need to be simple. And number two, there can't be too many of them. So ground rules, simple, to the point, and just a handful of them. These are the ground rules that never get breached. And so as you go out into the world, and you are somebody who cares for people, or you're like a nurse or a doctor, or somebody who people kind of lean into, your compassion is taxed sometimes, and you leave feeling kind of depleted, maybe even abused, ignored, not listened to, exhausted from the relationship you might have, what we call compassion fatigue. It's really important that we get those boundaries set in place for that. Teach people how to treat you. Have those ground rules that never get breached. And remember, the thing about ground rules is what? Simple, and just a few of them. Because we want ground rules that are easy to go to, easy to remember. So for example, if I were working with a family who needed some ground rules because there was some emotional abuse going on or psychological abuse, we might have some ground rules on the refrigerator for everybody to see that says, we don't touch in anger, we don't touch each other in anger, we don't yell, and we don't assassinate character. In other words, we don't call names. So that would just be maybe be 3 ground rules for a family who is in a high drama state, high level of emotion being expressed every day. You get the idea here? So it's all about boundaries. You no longer have to be a sponge for people. You don't have to take it in. Think of yourself more as like you have armor, where it gets to bounce off of you and ricochet. You don't have to take it all in. Because here's what we know. If you take it in and you perseverate on it and ruminate on it, on somebody else's issue that you want to solve, you're not good for the next person. You're certainly not good for yourself or the family that you have to attend to at the end of the day. I hope this has been helpful to you. If it was, please share this with people that know, like, and trust you, people that you care about. Share this information with them. I'm Lisa Shiro with K Counseling. I like to drop down just some short, quick, content-rich videos that you can listen to on your way to work, on your way home from work. I hope you loved this. Thank you so much for spending some time. Lisa Shiro, over and out.